I haven't really seen it yet, but the marker language that people write, it actually... People have it translated. Oh. And you can decipher it. Probably just checking it online, or I know the strategy guides for sure have it. So a seizure warning for anybody? An O2 charger is not a good sign. Oh yeah. Plasma energy. Okay, so there's a power node, or there's an energy cell. I'm just running around seeing if there's anything shiny to pick up. I thought I saw a shiny, but I was incorrect. Okay, so power node. Okay, see. So, is the other door still locked? Yes. Okay. So I'm trying to get all the information I can for you guys. See, this game's lore is excellent. It's very spooky, very creepy. Perfect for this time of year. It's probably November as this is going up. But for me, it's still like Halloween hasn't happened yet. Okay, so that was still alive. Oh. It's very important just to immobilize or slow the enemy down. To give yourself the best chance to escape them all. Oh, I need a power node. It's not good. There might be one laying around here, very close, fairly close. I mean. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? My name is Eileen Fisk. I just woke up in here and everybody was gone. I don't know what's happening. Why did they all leave? I'm going to try and find someone. If you can hear this, please come for me. I can hear scratching in the wall. Hello? Who's there? Are you a doctor? Why is everyone... Wait, I know you. You're Harry, the prisoner from the colony. You killed that nurse. Help! Somebody help me! Please!
Whoa. So lots of stuff happened at once right there. But so the guy from the previous text log, a murderer guy, he was also he encountered our lady. Are these production babies? I wish I had a power node. We'll probably encounter one. No worries. You okay? Okay, she is not okay. She's having a bad day. Right, Dr. Kine to the captain. So the two guys who were talking earlier, like, when they mentioned God's work, those two guys. Okay, so, Benjamin. Further to our previous conversation, I asked you to delay bringing the marker up from the planet for a day or two. You know, I'm as keen as anyone to study it in detail, and I understand your sense of urgency given the events in the colony, but that's why I ask. What's happening down there is just too unique, too unprecedented, to cut it short without proper time to study the cause and effects. In light of a discussion I had with Dr. Mercer, I'd like to meet with Drs. Scarello and Wayland, planetside, to get their observations. Terrence. Definitely popping a save right now. So just making sure I'm not overwriting my my impossible difficulty save. Once I complete this chapter, it'll be a lot easier to save moving forward. Oh.
Science Log Chief Science Officer Dr. Kine reporting. The colony's problems concern me greatly. I have no doubt they are somehow linked to the discovery of the marker, but the exact nature of that connection is still unknown. Almost 40% of the colonists are experiencing a form of dementia. The obvious symptoms are acute depression, insomnia, and hallucination. Incidents of violence and even murder also indicate extreme paranoia. Dr. Mercer has advised that I bring some of the affected on board for study. Dr. Wellen, the planetside psychiatrist, has reported that his own analysis has been fruitless. I'm hesitant to rely on Dr. Mercer at this point, but I need his expertise. We need solutions, and we need them quickly.
I want this power node door, so I'm going to take the extra 2 minutes to go back and get a power node. So yeah, so we have our first sort of indication that people aren't really liking Dr. Mercer. Mercer's a little off, to say the least. He was the guy saying, "Oh, what an amazing situation we're having this." Yeah, see, it's not very punishing to go back. So I want to make sure we go into that room. I want to get the contents. Shop. I want to buy a power node. I also want to save some money up and buy the pulse rifle. Yeah, I want to get to all those the power node doors just because like they might hide like different like lore items. And this game in particular, it really benefits from piecing together all the puzzle pieces and creepy items. If it wasn't Dead Space, I probably wouldn't even be doing this. But I love this series so much. Whoa! We hit the mother load. We got the schematic to make more ammo for the line racks. Okay, so no lore items, but I don't regret going back for it. Cause like, just look at all the ammo we got, and it maybe took like a minute out of our way. Yeah, so crazy lady cutting up her. So maybe that explains what happened to the guy who was banging his head against the wall. Like maybe one of his fellow shipmates got him, skinned him, and then he was just wandering around in a psychotic daze. Okay. A loading elevator followed by a loading door? Oh shit. Hey! It's the morgue. Nothing bad ever happened in a morgue, right? I like how his head is like completely separated from his body. Like his body is like really wedged in there. He also had none of his limbs attached. Oh shit. We need to get in there. Because that is the thing that makes more necromorphs. We need to kill that thing now. Hit me, please. Okay, so we handled that fairly well. Oh, we got a power.
Codes received, and they look good. Thank God. I'll start accessing the captain's records right now. Head to the tram station, and I'll contact you there. I'm going to find out what the hell happened to this ship.
Please do. Alright, text log. Medical log from Dr. Damas. Report of death on ship. To the subject of the captain. It is my sad duty to officially pronounce Captain Benjamin Matthias dead. Reports on the exact circumstances surrounding his death are conflicted and beyond the scope of my role. I can only report on the body. The subject was in generally good health for his age, though a cursory blood test indicates his leukocyte count was very low, with syphilis in particular emits almost non-existent, whatever that is. His pre-flight physical exam showed no such problems, indicating rapid onset. However, it is unlikely this had any effect on his death. Multiple contusions on the arms and hands, indicating a brief struggle or pre-mortem. Slight contusion around the ribcage, suggesting his chest was restrained in some way. Cause of death was a single prolonged trauma to the ocular body, which continued on through the cavity wall and finally into the frontal lobe, causing rapid neurotrauma, seizure, and death. So he was stabbed through the eye into the skull. The force required to puncture the ocular cavity in this manner is great, and the possibility of self-infliction correspondingly low. I therefore have no alternative but to record a preliminary verdict of unlawful death. Whether deliberate or accidental is beyond my jurisdiction. Okay, so somehow he was stabbed through the eye into his brain. Well, the doctor does not believe it was self-inflicted. We have seen stuff to suggest that that kind of strength is possible if you are insane. Okay, this is the language I was talking about. If you look up, you can probably find it online fairly easily. As well, the strategy guides also have an alphabet, so you can just decipher these texts. I've personally never done it, but I think it's cool that you can. Let's see what we got. Anything I can... Too much line rack ammo, I'll tell you that much. We don't have a pulse rifle yet, so I'd rather just take the plasma energy. Heading back up. So now we're back where we came from. Oh, there was a shiny. Yeah, for some reason it like really twisted me around. Yeah, so these necromorphs have a lot more durability. If you guys are noticing here.
Isaac.
Oh, it scared me.
Somehow one of them found a way down to the captain's nest. I managed to contain it in a damaged escape pod. Lifting executive lockdown now. I found the deck logs. Whatever is happening around here, it came from the planet when they cracked it open. It spread to the colony and reached the ship. Isaac, this isn't an infection. It's some form of alien life. Shit, we've got bigger problems. The ship's engines are offline and our orbit is decaying. Get over to the engineering deck ASAP while I stay here and figure out what the problem is.